Hey guys, my name is Joshua.
And my name is Chirag.
And welcome to the Outspoken Brothers podcast. So guys, this episode is about the topic, how to overcome social anxiety. Okay, so how do we start, Chirag? How do you overcome social anxiety?
Yeah, I mean, everybody suffers or suffered from social anxiety, even if it's just by don't want to raise the hand in the classroom because you're afraid of what you're telling right now is wrong, because everybody knows the situation. And I think there's a pretty good thing to do if you think you got social anxiety. And the thing is to get out of your comfort zone, to even if you think about maybe just a teacher or in university, somebody's asking a question and you know the answer, and then you think about, okay, I'm gonna raise my hand, and then your mind tells you, oh no, don't do that, maybe it's wrong, and maybe everybody will laugh at you, so you don't raise your hand. And I think raising your hand is solving the problem. So if you raise your hand, then you're kind of exposing yourself, and that's where you're getting less anxiety. Because if you not doing it just once and doing it over time again and again and again, then there's the point in your brain which tells you, oh, you know what, that's not that terrible, or that's not that bad, like just do it, and then you're gonna grow out of the social anxiety, right?
Yeah, so like Chirag explained, comfort zone and social anxiety has a big connection. So like Chirag said, he gave the example for many students in the class or in universities. If they know the answer but they're in the comfort zone that, oh, I don't want to talk because I feel right now comfortable, and oh, but I know the answer but I still won't put my hand up. So no, try to get out of the comfort zone, be the student and be like, okay, I will raise my hand, I know the answer and I don't care what people think, if it's right or if it's wrong, I'll give my best. Many aspects of social anxiety is obviously connected with the comfort zone, also not only in the class but also in social aspects. If you're, for example, in a group gathering or in a group of friends, you might feel comfortable to just sit down and not talk and just listen, but that is not good, because you also want to communicate and be a part of the communication. So like exactly the same example of the class, you can just say something, be like, okay guys, I wanted to say this, or oh, this is a very good idea. So give your opinions, give your thoughts, and just get out of the comfort zone, and don't make your thoughts be like, no, don't say anything, you're way too comfortable. Just get out of it and try.
Yeah, and even if it's not the right answer, there's nothing wrong in just telling maybe an answer that's not perfect, right? So we all know the student who said something and it's not right, but so be it. Nobody knows the truth about anything, so just say what you got in your mind and just try it.
Yeah, and I agree exactly. And me personally, I was also a very introvert person who would always like to stay in my comfort zone. If I could give a very good example, the example of I love to just study at home and study by myself. And then I realized like that kind of just made me always more and more unsocial. So something which I love to do, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just go to some social areas to study. I'll start by going to Starbucks to some coffee, or I'll go to the library where many people are, and then I'll ask some friends if they want to join, or some classmates. So that's something which I use for myself to get rid of social anxieties in the aspects of learning while staying in my comfort zone.
Yes.
So yeah,
that's a big topic, because I was also a person who kind of studied by himself, always at home, and or of course not with any friends. And then I understand that, I mean, if you can connect fun and studying together, you get more motivation to study every day. So if you have fun, like going to the, I mean, it's not just about studying, it's also about getting a coffee, enjoying the time, maybe meet other friends, or get to know new people. And it's not just about studying. So if you can connect fun and studying together, you get more motivation to get up and say, you know what, I'm going to study, not because I like the topic or I like the exam that I'm going to write. No, it's because I can meet my friend that I haven't seen for weeks. So try to motivate yourself with things. Just try to motivate yourself.
Yeah, so to summarize maybe the first point, so you can say comfort zone, like we just mentioned, and to overcome social anxiety has this bipolar connection. So what is the best way to get out of the comfort zone? The best way is to have exposure or fully express yourself in social places or an uncomfortable situation. So Shirak, how should a viewer understand this concept?
Yeah, I mean, you can try like do a little bit of exercise. First of all, you can try with a friend. If you don't know any topics to talk about, or just don't know how to interact with other persons or other people, just try to do a little bit of role play with a friend, and just he should act like a person you don't know, and maybe you're just going to start a conversation with him, and just try to talk, just talk. And so if you talk, your brain is also thinking much more. So just try to, whatever gets into your brain, just talk about the topic, maybe the news of yesterday, or just something that you're really passionate about. So try to do a little bit of role playing. And if you say to yourself, you know what, first of all, you have to start small. So if you say to yourself, okay, like you did this role play and it's going very great, you're comfortable in exposing yourself in a social place where you don't know the other person in real life, and never spoke with the person before, then I would say just go to a local coffee shop and just get yourself a coffee, and you can also just try to talk with the bartender, or just talk to the guy or the girl that makes you a coffee, and just try to maybe just ask them, okay, so how was your day? Or yeah, I would like to have a coffee large, and just say something to them, and just say something else than just ordering your coffee. Just say to them something like, oh, you got a nice hairstyle, or something like, oh, nice jeans, or just think and say something else besides of just ordering the coffee. And that's where you can start to talking to other persons and people you don't know. And if you go past this situation, you can try to interact with other people that are also studying in the coffee shop, and maybe just start pretty simple. Just ask something like, just ask other people that are also studying in the coffee shop, oh, what are you studying? Or that looks interesting. What kind of subject or exam are you preparing for? So just ask question. Or you can also, complimenting is such a easy way to start a conversation, because you broke the ice. Because first of all, you kind of compliment them so they feel good, and you feel also good, and you just broke the ice. So try to start with a compliment, or maybe just start with a joke, because laughing kind of breaks the ice even faster. So just do a little bit of joking, and start small, and then you can add up and talk to everyone around you. But yeah, start small, talk to the bartender or to the person, just talk to the one that makes your coffee, and then you can add up and talk to other people around you. So that's what I meant by exposing yourself to the situation, and especially this situation where you think you are too afraid of doing it, like talking to the bartender or whoever, right?
Yeah, so definitely exposure to uncomfortable or awkward situations, very important. So for me personally, what I did, since I was very introverted and very bad in aspects of just social communication, so what I like to do, for example, where I had my driving course for doing my driving license, it was very awkward, because I was always with my driving teacher, and he would usually never really talk to me, and I would just be driving for like 45 minutes or 1 hour, and nobody would be talking. So I'll just expose myself from this uncomfortableness, and I would be like, oh, so how was your day today? Or, oh, so am I your first student today? And then I just expose myself to this uncomfortableness, and then no matter how awkward it would be, sometimes he answered, and then we had a communication, or sometimes he just had a short answer, and then we didn't speak for another 1 minute. But the exposure, what I did to just expose myself to get out of this uncomfortable zone, just made me grow, and just makes it just much more easier to just communicate with people in general. So yeah, so that is a very good point we can recommend for everybody.
Yeah, just try new things out. Don't be, if you're not trying, you can grow, right? So always try to maybe start a conversation with a new phrase, or maybe a new style, or maybe with a smile or whatever. So you can always change it. You don't have to stick to, oh, hey, what's up? Are you new here? Are you new in town? No, just change it always. And that's where you will also see and understand, okay, I'm not the only person. I'm not the only one that got a little bit of social anxiety. No, so many people have it, but you don't see it, right? Because it's all up here. It's all in your mind. So the guy, maybe even your waitress or the bartender that you think, oh my God, he has to do with so many people today, and I'm just one of thousands, and he don't even think anything about me, and he's so confident, and wow, with the way he gives me my coffee. No, maybe he also got something in mind, like, oh my God, maybe I spilled the coffee, or oh my God, maybe they're gonna be rude guests, and oh, maybe then like they get so many things in their mind, but you don't see it, right? Because he smiles, he's confident in how he talks, and you think, okay, he's perfect. No one is perfect. So keep in mind, you're not the only one. They all got it, but they are good in hiding it, like David Goggins said, because if you can hide it, it's pretty good, but they still got it inside of them. So don't think you're the only one suffering from it, but you can grow out of it. So it's not a disease, but keep in mind, you're not the only one.
Yes. So maybe there are other ways tips we can give. For example, maybe aspect how people can improve social anxiety by themselves. Where you guys can kind of succeed this struggle is through doing exercise. And exercise is very important, because if you do exercise for yourself, it's of course in the biological aspect, makes you feel comfortable, the release of dopamine and everything, the blood circulation, you feel better, you feel healthy, and this will just make for the interaction in social aspects just much easier.
Yeah, exercise, and you also can relieve your stress, and like the anxiety you got inside of you, which kind of is like a fire, you can release all of it. Because if you like, after a good exercise, you're not just physically done, you're also mentally very like it's kind of you're not only training your body, you're also training your mind while doing it. Because of course also in the gym there are so many other people, and also the chemicals in your brains, there's so many healthy benefits of exercising, which kind of helps you just after exercise. Even if you don't even spoke to one person, you still got so many healthy benefits inside of your brain, also chemicals that helps you to overcome the social anxiety. So exercising is a very good and important thing to do to overcome it.
Yeah, and you can also connect exercise with also all the other topics. For example, comfort zone. You can connect if you exercise yourself, force yourself to go to the exercise. You force yourself to get out of the comfort zone, and then it can just have you can just relate. If you force yourself to speak with somebody, you also get out of the comfort zone. So there's a big connection. And yeah, so exercise is very important, and especially in the aspect if you feel comfortable. So you guys don't have to like train and become a bodybuilder and be like, okay, for the male viewers, oh, okay, I'm so strong and now I can dominate every social situation. No, it's not. To exercise is just to feel comfortable with yourself, comfortable with your body, and with this comfortable feeling, it will just help you to just for the social interactions.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, and we got another point on our list, which is talk to a psychiatrist, because if you think you feel stuck, and if you use all the points we just mentioned, or maybe other points, and try to really fight against this social anxiety and still feel stuck and be like, oh my God, I think it's not changing, then I would talk to a psychiatrist, because they are professional people who studied like 8 to 10 years for just overcoming social anxiety. I mean, not just this topic, but so they know so many things. And I would just talk to somebody who's a professional, and maybe they trying to help you and trying to understand you. And maybe it's just some people also just have to talk about what they got in mind. So maybe just talk to a psychiatrist, and I wouldn't take any medication like right in front, because you think, oh my God, I can't change myself and I'm going to start medication. I would just first of all talk to a psychiatrist, and they would just see that maybe they got any other tips and tricks for you. And I think that's a very good way for you to not feel stuck anymore. And there's nothing bad in talking to a psychiatrist, or any professional, because if you got maybe just your legs are broken, right? So you're going to a doctor who knows how to fix your leg. So there's nothing wrong with it. And if you got mental health problems, you have to go to someone who's a professional with mental health. So if you're going to a doctor who knows how to fix your brain, there's nothing wrong with it. So get out of the idea to, oh my God, no, I'm never going to a psychiatrist or whatever, and no, I'm not ill, no. Go to someone who knows what he's talking about, and maybe it's just a little thing which kind of stops you from overcoming it. So try and talk to someone who's professional in it, and yes.
Yeah, so none of the tips really work, then like Shirk has talked to a psychiatrist and have some professional treatment, because it's not that wrong. If nothing works, and of course it's better to talk with a professional than just always trying new things. So yeah, it is a very good solution that both of us can recommend to all the viewers that out there things don't work and you still have social anxiety. And
yeah, because we are not professional. Everything we just told you is just something that we read or maybe even watched. So it's nothing that we studied for years. So we're just trying to give you a tip.
Yeah.
And trying to tell you guys what helped us, because we also suffered from it in a way of sense. And I would just say to talk to a profession.
Yeah, totally agree. So this is a very good solution if you guys can really solve the problem after many months or years. So yeah, for our conclusion, this is a very good, if all the other aspects didn't really work, then yeah, find professional treatment. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, I hope you guys can further on find and solve the solution of social anxiety.
Yes. And this was today's episode.
Yeah. And thank you guys for listening to the
Outspoken Brothers podcast. Tune in soon.
See you guys again.